Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the MTH HO scale Yellowstone locomotive. Now this is a 2884 steam locomotive. This is in the Duluth, Msrp, and Iron Range scheme. Now MSRP on this is $599.95, but before we get started, I want to give you a couple program notes regarding my videos. The first program note really is that some of you have been asking for different content, including how-tos. As you know, this layout is about as finished as one of my layouts gets due to the moves and the fact that it's modular. I will be working on some scenery and things coming up this spring and summer, so you will see a little bit of different content, but the reviews will continue. So you can just look for different content as the spring and summer progresses. A lot of questions about who has done my new logo. There's been a lot of buzz about my new logo. People said they like it, they think it's catchy and all. A viewer by the name of Hispanic Panic, he's a pretty funny guy. He's got some comedy videos on YouTube. I'll put his link below so you can check him out and his channel. But he created my logo for me, and I think he did a great job. Pretty cool logo to kind of capture basically what I do, all in something a little more corporate, I guess, if you will, just something a little catchy than just the YouTube logo that I've been running around at the train shows with on occasion. So thanks to Hispanic Panic for doing that. I'll put a link, like I said, to his YouTube channel if you want to check him out and subscribe to him. It's pretty good comedic content from time to time. Last of all, there's been folks asking how to submit review requests. You can do it through comments. You can do it through email. There's a link that says for business inquiries only. I have no control over that, but basically I have no control over what it says, but it's not for business inquiries only. It's for anybody to contact me through the YouTube page on the About section of my YouTube page, or facebook.com/HO Scale Product Reviews is where I've got my Facebook fan page, if you will. So any of those ways you can contact me, message, post, whatever you want. I got like 5 or 6 different avenues for getting review requests from you. So let's get started on the review right now of the MTH HO scale Yellowstone steam locomotive and see what they have in store in this monstrosity of a model. So if your dealer's trying to score extra points with you, they may include this plastic bag here to protect the box that it comes with. Here's the box, classic orange and black. Hard to get it in the frame there, but MTH HO scale trains. Got the label on the end. Man, this thing is heavy. Or I just need to go to the gym, I don't know which. Proto Sound 3.0 is what this features with DC, DCC, and DCS. As you can see right here in the manual, DCS is MTH's own proprietary system of operating steam locomotives. I've got a DCS Commander. They're pretty cheap. You've got a smaller quick start manual versus the older steam that had like full-blown manuals here. Goes over modes of operation, the analog DC, DCC, or DCS like we just spoke about, and talks about startup, etc., compatibility, all that jazz. So you have the locomotive here. Like I said, this thing is just massively heavy. So we'll get a weight on that. You'll see the specs. I'll go ahead and unbox this. I was gonna wait, but I think I'll just show you what you're getting here. Pull here tab. This thing weighs a ton. Just gonna set that down in the foams. So there's the locomotive, and here is the tender. So tender's also fairly heavy, like die cast, metal die cast. You can hear that is definitely not plastic, and it is beefy. So what else comes in the box? Extra set of drive wheels, because on the locomotive you have your traction tires already on. You can swap those out for regular. You've got regular KD couplers in here. it looks like here. A couple more tire tread deals. Proto smoke and change out tool to switch out the drivers. So anyway, let's take a closer look at the model. Look at this beast. It can't even hardly fit onto the turntable here, but we're going to take a close look starting from the front. Now this is not my era, but there are things that I obviously know on steam locomotives, and there's lots of things that I don't. So I'll just point out the obvious. You've got KD couplers here, you have a coupler cut lever, you got a low mounted headlight here, which I presume is LED. You got safety tread walkways here, handrails, bell, classification lights, and we're just going to start working our way down this way. You got the pilot here. You've got all the side rods, drivers here. You have the smokestack, a lot of piping along the side, rivet detail along the side of this monster, white wall tires. Pretty sure they're not Goodyear, but 225 on the side of the boiler dome here. Again, treaded, safety treaded walkway along the edge along with the handrail here that runs all the way along. Got the dynamo back here. You have cab installed figures in the back of the cab. A little hard to tell, but you have the top roof vent, which I'm checking for any movement. It looks like it's fixed. Nope, it moves, it opens. So yep, it does open and close. Cab ladder, cab entry ladder, trailing trucks here. Now you will see some cab interior detail. So here you can see some cab interior detail, boiler backhead detail inside the cab. Still very hard to capture, very shadowy, but you got cab installed figures on both sides. And then you have this MTH proprietary tender hookup, 4-prong hookup. There's 2 prongs on the tender, so you can have a close couple or a more further away couple for those tighter radius curves. And then more of the same detail on the other side, cab window sunshades, dual on these. Nice print. And you got your builder's plates printed on there. Here's the tender. We'll see the completed locomotive on the track because this is just too much for one little turntable here, but you've got realistic coal load. You've got the prongs I talked about, platform, shoveling platform there. Duluth Msrp and iron range along the side. Coal, what I just said, sorry, it's been a long day. Water hatch, rear mounted bell, rear mounted classification lights, coupler cut lever. You've got a MTH Proto coupler on the back. Ladder. And that is about it. So here is the locomotive. We're going to hit F3, which starts up MTH locomotives. So some quick sounds here. F0 is the headlight. Smoke units already beginning to pour. Love MTH smoke units. They are very robust. They put out a lot of smoke, and you have variable settings. Here's the bell. Whistle. You hear like the bell comes off a little bit at the end. It's water fill sounds, there's passenger freight announcements. A lot of sounds due to time we can't cover. So let's go ahead and get into actual operation of the drive. Move this thing at 1 speed step. little bit of resistance, a little jerkiness, but it hasn't been broken in. There's a chuff. Two speed steps, 3, 4, 5. Go in reverse here. 1 speed step, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm getting about 4 chuffs per revolution of the tire, which is correct. Fairly smooth once you get towards the upper end of 4 and 5. A little more jerkier at the bottom of speed step 1 through 3. But again, it hasn't been broken in, so I don't know whether that's something you can really hold against them or not until you go through the break-in process. So I've killed quite a bit of light here so you can see classification lights. These are lit on MTH locomotives. I think they look really nice, MTH steam locomotives. They light the classification lights, and the number boards are actually part of the headlight, the low-mounted headlight there, so you could probably see that. And then if you come back to the rear end, there's the rear marker lights. And when you put the locomotive in reverse, the rear light comes on, again with number boards surrounding. So you've got LEDs front and back, long lasting. You've got interior cab figures as well. Just really nice locomotive, and very, very long locomotive as it sits. Well guys, that wraps up the review of the MTH 2884 Yellowstone steam locomotive. MSRP again $599.95. I say it every time, even because there's newbies coming in watching my channel all the time, you can find discounts off that price. Now, I was very impressed with the synchronized puffing smoke. They got the drivers right at 4 chuffs per revolution of a wheel. The detail on the locomotive is outstanding. The fact that it's previously made in brass, now available, I would say plastic, but it's more like this is die cast. So now available in the non-brass avenue, I should say, is nice. And the Proto Sound 3 is pretty good. I love the smoke volume coming out of that thing, but I like smoke. Some people don't. You can turn it off. You don't have to use it. My only dig on MTH is I could not find the full-size manual, so I didn't know what functions, so I pulled out the manual from the MTH Challenger, and it looked like a lot of the functions had changed from when the Union Pacific 3985 Challenger was released years ago. So I don't know if the full-size manual was omitted completely or just forgot to be put in my box from when, you know, they've boxed everything up in the factory or whatever. But overall, pretty good, and I think it's a great steam locomotive for the folks that model this and availability outside of brass. I'm going to leave you with a run-by of this locomotive on my bridge scene, which happens to be MTH bridges too. So we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.